Hey there, everybody. So, they recently released patch 3.12 on Star Citizen, which pretty much affected my gameplay a lot with the changes to mining in particular. So, recently filled up a caterpillar. Agricium used to be my go-to mineral because it breaks up into nice 100% pure chunks on rocks that have like 15% or more agricium content. But I got a full caterpillar full of mixed minerals, but mostly agricium, and it did not seem very rewarding for the amount of time spent. So at this point, the only minerals that I consider worth hauling for myself are bexelite or of course quantanium, and the quantanium has been incredibly difficult to find, and normally if I do find chunks of quantanium that have any sort of reasonable purity, like 30%, they're too large for me to mine with the prospector, since they also nerfed the helix in the latest patch. So and that's even with the consumables, generally 30% or more quantanium in a 6,000 kilogram rock I can't find in the prospector. So it does give some validity to having a mole, but either you're mining in a mole by yourself, which is absolutely terrible because you're running back and forth from the cockpit to the center mining laser on the mole, or you're playing in a group. So solo mining play got nerfed quite a bit. I just realized I've got to go get some water. I'm gonna dehydrate myself on this run. So that was disappointing. The other disappointing thing that they did in the 3.12 patch was Port Olisar used to be a place where I could
good purchase.
Sell a lot of my stuff. It was my home base for a very long time, especially when I was just doing solo mining in the prospector. But so Port Olisar got nerfed quite a bit. I can't sell scrap here anymore, which I used to do a lot. Whenever I run a load of refined minerals to Area 18 on ArcCorp, I would haul scrap back, so I didn't do an empty cargo run. No one has been taking my scrap, so I'm not sure if that was just a server issue or if that is something in general that they changed, but that was a little frustrating. Although I can understand that they want people to, navigate out into the wider universe, and I just littered on the floor with my water bottle. So a couple of things changed that have basically moved my home base over to CURL1, which is still near the same system as Port Olisar, but that's where I've been going lately. So that player NPC that was just there had to be a player. B07 this way. So I'm headed over to CURL1 right now to pick up my prospector and go mine some minerals. Generally head to Daymar. It's been a pretty solid place to mine, although with the recent discovery that I don't want to pick up agricium anymore, I pretty much only want bexelite or quantanium. I'm not sure if Daymar is going to be my go-to planet anymore. Powered on. And I'm just using this ship for transport. This is not something I take out regular, so. Set our destination.
complete.
I still love my Super Hornet. It's been an awesome fighter. Oh, and I think I just got stranded in space by the quantum drive. So this has been a regular bug in the game. Yeah, I got stranded in space by my quantum drive, although it looks like it completely froze up. So, after, most of the time when that happens, after upgrading the quantum drive in one of my ships, I'll go to take off, and it'll simply leave me behind in space while the ship continues to travel on to its destination, which is a little frustrating if you have cargo, because then you have to claim the ship, and claiming the ship eliminates all of the cargo from it. Very, very frustrating event to have. So we will just we will wait here to respawn. Let's see if the suicide method works. Nope, I'm simply frozen in space. So, what does everyone else think about the change to Port LSR? I used to really like coming here and having it as a quick pit stop during pretty much most of my gameplay. And it was very... the console's not working on this server. I don't know if this is a good server to be on. We'll try to make it to CRUL1 anyways. Oh, the pirate is still available here. That's surprising. Server must have zonked out before my ship went into quantum. But yeah, Port LSR was my primary base for pretty much everything, so shifting away from it because I have, to be able to do commerce on the admin stations, and then... No, it's not. It's... Alright, the Gladius Pirate is not working right now. I can take my Super Hornet. I've always liked my Super Hornet. So yeah, Port LSR not being my home base anymore is... That's kind of sad, Other than that, I have been having a lot of fun with the game this year. I quit playing for quite a while just because the amount of bugs were impossible and I had a not as fast computer. This is on a Intel 9700K with a 2080 Ti and 64 gigs of memory. Liquid cooling system, so it's a 2 gigabyte or 2 gigabyte SSD, 2 terabyte 2 terabyte SSD. So yeah, the game has been running really well on this system. Really well. Especially after the 3.12 patch. Had a lot of little ticks when I was running places and moving around before, and that's mostly disappeared. So I don't know what exactly they changed, but like when I was running down the stairs from the hab to the main floor in Port LSR, it used to like freeze. It used to tick while I was running down the stairs, and it doesn't do that anymore, which is fantastic. I mean, the smoother the game plays, the better. So... my Super Hornet. I've had this ship for, almost since the game first came out. It's been my primary fighter ship that I take out, so. Alright, let's try this again.
Takeoff complete.
regular bulldogs on the wings, because if I put attrition 2s on there, they overheat, regardless of the size of coolant that they have on the ship. And then I put, I don't know what cannons I put on the nose. So those are the Gatlings that are still on the wings. And then, yeah, I got the size 4 attrition and then 2 distortion cannons, size 1 on the nose. Let's see how many I can shoot Let's see how long I can shoot overclocked before they overheat. So, zoom in on this, and then we can go. Oh, no, click on power. Nope, highlight the power. Huh. Oh, in-game, in-ship consoles are not working on whatever server I joined, so, alright, we'll just jump to CRU. I also recently bought the Caterpillar Pirate Edition, so I can do some shipping routes, and that's been fantastic. Mainly for medical supplies, I do for Portable Sarda Area 18. It's been working great. X is the space brake. And then once you're in this little shiny square, hold N for automatic docking. Automatically lands you. Gotta be careful with that when you're in a hangar with a big ship like the Caterpillar, because if you're facing the wrong direction, it'll try to spin you around, smash you into the walls, and blow up your ship, and then you lose whatever cargo you have. Alright, so we are landed where my Caterpillar is docked. What I'm going to try to do is sell the scrap. I was not able to sell my scrap hull even at a scrapyard earlier today, and I'm going to see if that actually works now. These elevators here take a while. I love the enhancements they made to the elevator consoles. So it tells you exactly where they're going. It's fantastic. I love it. Take my helmet off now. And get rid of that global chat. Now that we're landed, we are going to put my Super Hornet into storage. And we're going to pick up the Caterpillar. Oh crap. So when it says, I hope that I still have all of my scrap cargo in there, we shall see, I guess. That was quicker than usual elevator trip to the hangar. And it is the pads. This is the Caterpillar. It's a gigantic cargo ship that you can use, fly solo, and it flies in atmosphere. This is the elevator. Deploy the elevator. And I don't know of another entrance to the Caterpillar besides this. Then we retract to enter the ship. So the easiest way to get straight to the bridge from the personnel pad on the Caterpillar is to turn 180 degrees from the control console. One door in the hallway, two doors left to the last door, up the stairs, and immediate left, and we're on the bridge. Alright, once you're in your seat, hotkey for flight ready is R. Let's make sure we're fueled up. And the Caterpillar takes forever to fill. Okay, we're all filled up. Let's contact ArcCorp. Say we want to take off.
You are clear to launch.
Left the landing here. We're heading to Brio's breaker yard on Daymar to try to sell this scrap I've got in the hold. There's the ship in the bay. As you can see, it takes up pretty much the entire bay. Alright, let's set our quantum destination. That doesn't always work the first time on the map. There's Daymar. And Brio's breaker yard is right there.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Set route. B is the hotkey to turn on the quantum drive. And I don't have an indicator. Oh, there we go. I do have an indicator. Crusader is right there. There's Brio's breaker yard. And it looks like it's on the nighttime side of the planet. Get to land in the dark. Okay, this happens quite often where the quantum will not go if it's waiting to spool or calibrate. So you have to move off and then back on. Let it recalibrate. Don't turn off your quantum so you don't have to respool, but let it recalibrate. And then it will go. So we're going to turn ship lights on. L. Hopefully it won't crash into the planet. Alright, so about 2,000 meters we should start seeing the ship lights on the breaker yard. We're definitely going to slow down. Yep, there's the ship lights. Oh, we set down on something we're supposed to. Back up a bit. There we go. Let's try landing right. Right. Looks about flat. Alright. Let's go see if we can get rid of the scrap. That's one thing about the big ships is getting from the pilot seat to the exit is not always a super quick journey. This isn't even as bad as some of the other ships. Got a pretty high temperature out here. So. I don't know if this is the main building. Yep, this is. There's the trading console. Can we sell our scrap? Nope. That trip was for nothing. Oh man, that's frustrating. Alright, well. Maybe next time I will take you guys out on a mining run. But that was 30 minutes of gameplay for not being able to sell the scrap I have on my ship. So, a little frustrating. Alright, have a good night, folks.